on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
And Plainfield, New Jersey really respects you for putting some respect on my hometown's name. But you know what? We're going to have a big-time matchup this evening as the guys are getting ready to battle down on the court.
Let's do it. They're ready to go, and so are we. That's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Beverly. Got it from the line. George to Leonard. Just not going down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Leonard to Beverly. Kawhi Leonard. And a putback slam. This is already getting out of hand.
Coaching strategy 101. You probably want to utilize a timeout to disrupt the pace of this other team. This game is starting to get out of hand quick and early.
Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Paul George to Leonard. And finishes strong. Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. And the slam.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
To Marcus Smart. Hayward, that's off the side of the rim, short. Beverly into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on the drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you.
Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Tatum. His first effort off the mark. The pass taken away. The feed stolen away.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs spit, and that's the game.
New blood coming in for both sides. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. The wheels are off in this first half.
These moments as a player are extremely exciting. Let me tell you why. For the team that's losing, this is a true defining character moment for them. So many teams can just fall over, roll over, quit, think about the next game. But the true competitive teams, the ones that really actually want to continue to claw and fight, they're going to find a way to get back in this ball game. They may not get back into it scoring a lot of points right away, but they're going to keep chipping away at this monster.
Patrick Beverly snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Walker to Cantor. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Enes Kanter, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. Able to convert on both free throws. It's the Clippers with the possession now.
I got ball. That's me.
George, double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that three.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Hayward, those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Williams across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Hayward. Well defended. To Paul George. From the painted area, won't go down. To Walker. Fires the three. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Oh, he missed a short one there. Williams into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Walker with the basketball. Down a bundle.
Uh-oh, it's too easy.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
I got him. Let's go.
Count the bucket for two.
2 points. Assist number 23, Louis Williams.
Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
100 points and wins tonight. Everyone gets free.
To Jaylen Brown. Screen coming. That's no good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Around the perimeter. Goes to the left side. With a drop step. Enes Kanter able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Self-check.
Rebound taken down by Harkless. Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. George. Here's Leonard for two. Not that time. They love this hustle. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Harkless. Paul George. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prom City.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Beverly. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 20.
To Jaylen Brown. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. To George. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Leonard. With a drop step. It's a big finish.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
For three. And George able to gobble up the rebound. A big finish at the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. A fundamental shot right there.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Timeout called here by the Clippers, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Clippers. Number
Leonard to Beverly. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Walker. Hayward. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, emphatic slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Here comes the screen. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here we go. I got him.
Strong finish for Paul George.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Trying to cash in. Shot by Tatum won't fall. Leonard buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
And Kemba Walker knocks it down for three. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Tough make through traffic. Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Ball's controlled by Boston. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it.
The element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
To Leonard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His guy's down big. Fires the three and drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Leonard to Paul George and stuffs it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And a throwdown.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Tatum. They need something to go down. It's no good. To Leonard. Goes reverse to lay it in.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for LA, number 23, Louis Williams.
To Cantor. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
And throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Not that time. And it's Cantor. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more of that one.
My ball.
Paul George. 4-3. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing. To Leonard. George. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. George trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. To Kemba Walker. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, had him going there for a second. Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Ooh, he'll take that. Now the Clippers call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
And one of the best kept secrets out there for younger players, look at the eyes as the players, they catch the basketball. The eyes are already fixated on the rim, almost serving as a head fake. When you're able to throw the defense off like that, throw them off balance with your eyes, you got them right where you want.
Leonard. Oh, that's how it's done.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
3 quarters down, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Williams into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And Boston has the rebound. To Walker. Oh, he had him there for a second. Walker. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Tatum shot no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard, they have to keep him in their grasp.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Big finish at the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Back up. Here you come.
To Williams. Beyond the arc for 3. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Throws it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. To Beverly. Kawhi Leonard. Shot won't go. Tatum. And the rebound brought down by Harrell.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Montrezl Harrell pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Hayward. Tatum. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game for the Celtics. Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Leonard buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
George. And the rebound taken by Brown. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Beverly. It goes down.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Defense! Defense, let's go!
Walker to Jaylen Brown. Trying to cash in. Shot by Brown off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To George. Beverly. Cleans it up, working the outside. Leonard, knocked loose. Celtics have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Paul George to Leonard. Slams it down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Leonard. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
And finishes strong.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.